September 17th, 2023. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Well, we're going to talk about Kansas City. We're going to talk about Independence, Missouri. Now, got several things going on here. Went to the zoo today, went to the aquarium. But early this morning, went up to McDonald's down here in Independence on 40 Highway to get a couple big breakfasts. And on the way back, this wasn't before just a little after 9 o'clock, about 9:30. And Independence was already rolling. Place they were moving at a pretty good high rate of speed going down 40 Highway, going northbound to get up on 291 and go somewhere there. So there was already problems here in Independence. And this was Sunday morning. Now, made to the zoo and been waiting for a couple weeks to get in that aquarium, and we're going to talk about that here just a little bit too. Now, I made a reservation to get in there and stuff, and on a scale, I'm going to give it right now, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10, and we'll go into that in later depth about why this is. Like I say, my opinion on this was that, the whole point of this deal was like I say, here in Kansas City, they like to control everything anyway. And they always like to play it to the hilt, and, you have to have a reservation. Well, if everybody had to have a reservation, this thing was massively, I'll just put it this way, in a little segment here. It was massively packed. It was loud. People were crawling over one another. There were some kids that couldn't even get up to look at the sea creatures. Now, like I say, I don't know what the deal is on this. I don't, like I say, but, it reminds me of Nelson Atkins Museum, but Nelson Atkins Museum, they're going to not have a massive, noisy amount of people or kids. I mean, you have to, keep it respectable and stuff. But I think the problem of this is, I've never seen, like, when we would go to, like, where the penguins are and into that area when it first opened up, people were in there. But I never seen it overly packed, but it wasn't controlled either. It wasn't, where you had to make a reservation and stuff. And I think what it's doing I think it's bunching them up. It's cluttering them up. Now, we went into there, and I'm gonna be posting a few videos all this week of some of the stuff that I took. Some of the displays are excellent, and then some of the stuff wasn't kind of what we thought probably it would be in a way. Now, we were thinking that maybe it might have like one of those dome, like where you walk through like a tunnel like deal, and it didn't. And this thing cost, I think they said was it 75 million to build? And everything in this, mechanical wise, when I've looked at it in the sense of the structure, it looks like it's almost in 2-dimension, like they got tank setting everywhere. And the first thing, I got to be honest with you, when you first walk in, it's nice looking, but you see monkeys. You see these tamarins in the background right off the bat. And I guess the first thing I question is like, why am I looking at monkeys in an aquarium? That was what went through my mind. But there are some excellent sea creatures at this aquarium too. Now, some of the tanks don't seem to have very much in them. I don't know if they haven't got everything in yet, whatever. And at the very end of this too, we noticed that I guess they got like the river otters there. But there's a huge tank at the end when you go out. And it looks like it's almost empty, but the river otters are in it. And they're over in one corner, and you can't hardly, everybody's grouped up there too, and you can't really see them or whatever. But I don't know if maybe they're planning on putting something else in this tank down the line. But it seemed like a large, huge tank for such a little. I don't know. I don't know. You go through it. I'm going to post these, and be aware, my videos, that it is very loud. To me, there was way too many people in there. They're not keeping to the schedule to, like I say, and it was just people crawling over people. And I mean, some of the videos that I shot, I had to shoot from back pretty far because I couldn't even get up close to it. But like I say, it is very loud. Just want you guys to be aware of my videos that I'm going to be posting here. And I don't know if it's just, I don't know, like I said before, I don't know if they just need to let so many in at a time. To me, this deal about making a reservation, they're not holding. When we got there, they it was letting people that had reservations. I mean, we always try to get early and make sure that everything goes through on the electronics. Don't matter if it's something like this. Doesn't matter like if it's an event, going to a concert or something. I always try to get there like 40 minutes, 45 minutes beforehand. And even if you can't go in, and make sure you get scanned, make sure you can get if they give you a tag or a ring around your wrist or a stamp or whatever. But there was way too. Now this thing, I don't know how many people. Somebody said this thing was supposed to hold 700. There looked like there was about maybe 200 or 150 people in this thing, and it was maxed. To me, it was maxed out. Now there was some room to walk around in there, but I cannot imagine that many people being in this. If the occupancy is rated at 700, I wouldn't want to be in there at 700. Definitely not. Now, like I say, some of the tanks are excellent. There's other tanks that are they look like they're almost vacant, and then like I said it was just to me it was too many people all in at once trying to look at everything, and when some of the people here aren't courteous and they just crawl over one another, it's not good, guys. So anyway, I'm going to show this deal of Independence this morning, place around 9:30 when they were on their run. Actually, it was up north. See, it looked like it was, I don't know if it was Clay County or if it was Kansas City, Missouri. It was up there by the Maristar. They were over by the FedEx facility warehouse. And man, they were on a hot run too. This was this afternoon. But I'm going to show that real quick. And I will be getting the zoo, like I say, videos of the aquarium out. Definitely worth going to, but like I say, it just seemed like it was way overcrowded to be able to get through there. And I don't know. I mean, what I don't understand is, like, we went up to Halloween Haunt this weekend, okay? And there's people, hundreds, probably thousands, a couple thousand, at least a few thousand people per night that go in there. And didn't see people crawling over one another. Everybody seemed to be orderly. It's like some people do have brains and they can kind of figure, but whatever this deal was and why it was so chaotic, I don't know. And like I say, you guys, it's very loud. And I mean, like I say, there was this one little girl actually got pushed out of the way. Her mother was with her, and there were several other little kids, and she was trying to look through the aquarium. She couldn't even get up to it. So I don't know. I think they need to either keep to their schedules, only let so many in at a time, or let only so many of a group in. I will still say that, because this did not work. Or just let people go as a leisure, and maybe they would not bunch up, because this was a nightmare. Anyway, guys, that's why it's getting a 7.5 from me, anyway. Structure, like I say, everything looked pretty good. The monkeys are cool in there, though. Don't get me wrong, but that was my first impression. I was like, I'm going into an aquarium where there's monkeys. I think it's the tamarins, I think. But anyway, yeah, but it's kind of cool, kind of like tropic deal, though. But I mean, it wasn't my first thought when I walked into an aquarium, been waiting to go into. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's check it out, guys. Okay, guys, this was early this morning, between 9 and 9:30. I'm pulling out of McDonald's up here, down off 291 over here in Independence. And watch these Independence Police, man. They come zooming by. Hold on, guys. There went one. One more is coming. There goes the other one. And as you can see, they were heading northbound 291. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I don't know if you can hear that or not. That was like when you first go in there. And it's pretty loud. Hold on. Okay, guys. There's, I think those are the tamaris. That's what you first see when you go in. I'm going to be posting the videos. I just want you guys to hear. It is very loud. I mean, there is massive people in there. So hold on. Oh yeah, guys, and one other thing. When we were coming across here by FedEx up here, north of the river up here, I want to see if I can unlighten this up just a little bit more. Let's see, lock that in for a second. Now, this is something I've never seen before. Now, I don't think these were workers that was working in there because the facility's up here and you go through the gates. But you never know. But looked like there was a whole bunch of squatters down here on this end down here. Now, maybe this wasn't nothing. But, you know, FedEx facility's got a huge fence line and everything around it. These guys are over here off to the side where this concrete pillars are. It's like, I don't know if that's just something that they closed off. They didn't go ahead and build a road over there or whatever. But these guys are standing up in here in this area. Now this is, like I say, this is up right by the FedEx area up there. And that looked weird. That looked very strange. Because all the times I've passed, I've been by hundreds of times, I've never seen guys standing in that one area. So I don't know. It's something maybe FedEx better be kind of taking a look at too, because who knows what those guys are up to. They might be waiting at nighttime to see if they go across, but they got a pretty good facility, and they got some pretty good security there. So hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna see if I can get this. I don't know if it's gonna show because he was pretty way far ahead of us, and he was up here in this. Yeah, he's way far up there. I don't know if right there, and he had his lights flashing. Man, he was moving on. I don't know if that was Clay County. I know the Clay County's up there by World's Fun. I don't know, and I know Kansas City, Missouri also patrols through here too. But man, it was moving on, and it even, I think it went past Ameristar even on up there. So just wanted to get that out there too. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna play one more deal at the zoo. This is cool. All right, guys, I'm back. So I just wanted to get that out there. Still a lot of stuff going on all over the place here in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri. Looks like the police are moving left and right too, every which way. And like I say, you guys get a chance, check out the aquarium at the zoo, but be prepared. Definitely be prepared, because like I say, probably if you can go during the week, it's probably less people. But like I say, I don't know why they even have a reservation then, because if they're doing that and just letting them all pile in, it makes it hard to look at, you know, any of the animals there and stuff. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and have a good one out there.